Last week was June 18. On the 18th of June 1815, during the Napoleonic Wars, the defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte by the Duke of Wellington and Gebhard Leprecht von Blücher forced him to abdicate to France for the second and last time. Where was Napoleon defeated? Use the link below to submit your answer and win an amazing prize. Welcome to a new episode of Smarter by the Second, and this week I am once again joined by Jorg. Welcome, Jorg.
Hi.
So this time you're here in your board outfit.
Yes.
So why did you decide to do board in your 7th year of studying mathematics?
Well, the simple reason.
I want to have the fun reason.
The fun reason. Being bored is fun.
Like, that's the exact answer I was looking for.
It's a fun experience, but you should know, I think.
I do know.
Although COVID is not a fun experience.
That's up for debate.
But I mean, it was COVID that led us here in the first place, I think. So we started this during your board year and I'm ending it during my board year. So it's all full circle, right?
It's full circle. Comes to a wrap.
Yeah, look at us. Who would have guessed?
So last week you did very well. Not for perfects, that was your goal, but you did not have to use any of the lifelines and you did manage to get 2 of them back and you almost saved 200 seconds. So I think everyone expects you, if the possibility arises, to go for the 7th and 8th round.
No, I'm quitting after the 6th one, of course.
Not after the 5th.
No.
You have faith in the next round.
No, I don't have a choice to quit after the 5th one.
Well, indeed, because there's no possibility.
I will be fired after the 5th one, I think.
Well, you do have 7 lifelines, so if you have no clue at all, you can just spend them all.
Oh no.
So if you do not manage to get to round 6, you've joked.
Yeah.
In 1995, the movie Waterworld debuted at number 1 in the box office, but still suffered a financial loss due to huge runaway costs in its production. In this round, some of the worst performing movies will be celebrated. So I give you a description of the movie, and you have to tell me what movie I'm describing. Mm-hmm. So this time, no picture.
Okay.
And the options are Around the World in 80 Days, Blade Runner 2049, Flushed Away, Cats, Battleship, Dial of Destiny, Wish, 47 Ronin, and Green Lantern.
Okay.
You've seen them?
I've seen Dial of Destiny, but these were the worst performing?
These are some bad performing movies in the box office.
Yeah, okay. I don't think Blade Runner 2049 is a bad movie. Around the World in 80 Days, I guess, is the Jackie Chan one. Flushed Away, I've seen that one like 4 times. Cats, yeah, terrible. Green Lantern. Yeah, there's no picture, okay.
No picture.
You see, Wish, I have an idea. Okay, depends on what you're telling in the description, okay.
All right, then we'll see how you do. Good luck. First one. Starring Keanu Reeves, a fictionalized account of a real-life group of masterless samurai in 18th century Japan.
47 Ronin.
Loosely based on Jules Verne's novel of the same name.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Based on the board game of the same name. The Cruise of Small Group of Wars. A sequel to the 1982 predecessor starring Harrison Ford.
Blade Runner 2049.
Based on the 1981 West End musical.
Cats.
A pampered fancy red named Roddy St. James is put down the toilet in his Kensington apartment.
Flushed Away.
Starring Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan, a test pilot.
Green Lantern.
The story follows a 17-year-old girl named Asya.
Wish.
Starring Harrison Ford as
Dial of Destiny, stop the time. Yeah, ooh. I mean, there's 7, but now I'm thinking of the description. Yeah, but I'm wondering if the description of Blade Runner and Dial, maybe I was too quick. I could have listened if the Dial of Destiny one was correct, because both featured Harrison Ford. We see 1, 2, 3. Battleship is the only board game. Wish is indeed 17-year-old girl. Green Lantern is with, you said Ryan Reynolds. There's at least 7 correct. Yeah, I think 9, but I'm actually not sure. So let's do it like this.
So no lifelines.
No.
There are at least 7.
Yeah.
All right, then we can go to checking. First one we had starring Keanu Reeves, with the Mouseless Samurai in 18th century Japan. That's 47 Ronin.
Yeah, and now we also see it on screen. Yay.
Correct one. Next up, we have the loosely based on Jules Verne's novel of the same name, and it features Phileas Fogg who has a bet with Lord Kelvin. That's Around the World in 80 Days. Then it's based on the board game. The crews of smoke river warships are forced to battle against a naval fleet of extraterrestrial origin. That's Battleship.
Okay.
And a sequel to
Why
its...
not Space Invader? Anyways.
Then a sequel to its 1982 predecessor starring Harrison Ford. This epic neo-noir science fiction film follows Ryan Gosling as K. So I think now you know that it is indeed Blade Runner.
Yeah, also 1982, so that would have been right after Raiders of the Lost Ark, so
Yes,
it couldn't
that's
have been Dial of
1981.
Destiny.
Then we have based on the 1981 West End musical, and the film features stars like James Corden and Taylor Swift, and lost approximately $71 million. That's Cats.
You're putting James Corden up there with with
Jason
Taylor
Derulo.
with Taylor Swift.
I think he can sing with the. Did they do a carpool karaoke at one time?
Probably.
Probably. Well, I wouldn't know. Then the pampered fancy rat named Roddy St. James is flushed down the toilet in his Kensington apartment by a sewer rat. That's Flushed Away. And starring Ryan Reynolds, the test pilot was selected to become the first human member of an intergalactic police force. That's Green Lantern, where he jokes about being Deadpool a lot.
Ah,
And then the story follows a 17-year-old girl who makes a passionate plea to the stars in a moment of need. That's Wish.
okay.
And it lost up to $131 million.
So that was Pixar, right?
Yes, at least Disney for sure.
Yeah, well, it's either, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And then also starring Harrison Ford as the titular character, and the story follows him as he races against time to retrieve a legendary artifact that can change the course of history. That's the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, I think the only reason it lost so much in the box office was because they did like a bunch of reshoots.
Yes.
Like they spent 100 million extra on reshoots.
But I liked it.
Yeah,
So
I liked it too.
that was also a perfect round from you. So your 8th lifeline.
Yep.
You're going for a record here.
I don't think it's a record though, right? I think there were perfect first episodes at least.
Yes.
So I'm doing decent.
And we'll see if you will do well in this round 6. In 1995, Phil Collins left the band Genesis, and he went on to great success and carved a place of his own in music history. This round celebrates artists who did the very same thing. Artists must be matched with the band or group that they once belonged to.
Okay.
So we will see them as well, and I will name the artist, and you have to tell me what former group they were part of.
Okay.
And the options are Fugees, The Police, NSYNC, The Commodores, Wham, Simon and Garfunkel, Destiny's Child, The Beatles, and Black Sabbath.
Simon and Garfunkel, L.E. funny. Okay.
So you're the music guy.
Yeah. Let me see. The first one I don't know. So I only get the name, right?
Yeah, you will see them.
Oh, I will see them as well. Okay, let's see. Sting, Timberlake, Commodores, that must be Bronski Beat. Wham, George Michael, Simon and Garfunkel, well, Art Garfunkel or Paul Simon, that Destiny's Child, probably Beyonce, the Beatles, Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, all the options are there. Black Sabbath, and Ozzy Osbourne, I think. Let's see.
Let's see how well you did already.
Yeah.
So 7 correct answers are needed. Good luck. First one, Beyonce.
Destiny's Child.
Lauryn Hill.
The Fugees then.
Justin Timberlake.
NSYNC.
George Harrison.
The Beatles.
Paul.
Simon and Garfunkel.
George Michael.
Wham.
Sting.
The Police.
Lionel Richie.
Oh, I'm mistaking the Commodores then. Let's put the Fugees here and the other one the Commodores.
And Ozzy Osbourne.
Black Sabbath. Stop the time. Stop. Stop.
All right, we'll add some seconds.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I need to be careful because I don't know the Commodores. I don't think Lionel Richie was in, but I also, who was I saying that the Commodores were? Oh, the Communeers or something. I mistook them for. Aha.
But are there 7 correct?
Yeah, I'm thinking the Police is correct. Justin Timberlake and Sync is correct. Wham is correct. Simon and Garfunkel is of course correct. Yeah, I mean there's 7 correct. Let's see if it's 9, but I only need 7.
You only need 7.
I will not use a lifeline once more.
Ooh, all right. Then we can go to checking. And then the first one, here we have Beyoncé, who was of course in Destiny's Child. Then we have Lauryn Hill, who was in the Fugees, so we swapped them. That's your wrong answer. Then we have Justin Timberlake in NSYNC. George Harrison was a Beatle. Then we have Paul Simon from Simon and Garfunkel. George Michael in Wham. And we have Sting from The Police. And Lionel Richie was in the Commodores.
Yeah, apparently.
And lastly, Ozzy Osbourne in Black Sabbath. So you do have 7 correct. That means that I now congratulate you with finishing this part of Smarter by the Second. But now you have the option to go for the 7th and 8th round. You have 231 seconds as of now, but you also managed to save...
424, is that enough, you think?
Yeah, you saved 193 last week.
Yeah.
And you have 8 lifelines.
The 8 lifelines are... no, I mean, if I'm performing as well as I did just now, or did last episode as well, I suppose, it should be fine. And I can take my time, of course, so...
You have plenty of time.
8 lifelines, that's 128 seconds.
Well, you do get a 9th one for the final round.
Oh, I do get a 9th one.
So if you do the next one perfect, then you actually already won.
Yeah, but if there's ever a round I'm going to use lifelines, it's the ones coming up, so...
Well, you have not yet shown to use any lifelines, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so I did ask the question, but I think there was no question at all.
Yes, I'm continuing.
I saw there was
as
no
long
probability.
as I get my time added, then I'm continuing.
Yes, so 193 seconds will be added, and we can go to the final 2 rounds. Great content here, thanks, Jorg. All right. Super Mario has done it all, from participating in Olympics to posing as a doctor. But one of his longest running careers is in football. In this round, a collection of Mario Bros characters must be matched with the hyper strike they use in Mario Strikers Battle League. You will get a picture, and that's it. But if there's one thing that you are a fan of, then it's Mario Strikers.
Oh boy. Oh.
And the options are Flame Cannon, Fire Cyclone, Egg Stomp, Spin Tornado, Barrel Boom, Flower Spiral, Swing Solo, Dance of Hearts, and Orbital Burst.
This is actually kind of hard, because I know what they look like, but I don't know what they're called.
But you play this game every day, Jorg.
No, I do not.
All right, you will see them. I won't say a thing.
Yeah, give me a second here that I can look for the answers.
They're on the left side.
Yeah, I see. Thank you. Yoshi, I guess. Dance of Hearts must be Peach. I have no clue. Flower Spiral. Probably Mario, but that could also be the Fire Cyclone. Flame Cannon.
All right, we're just going to run with it.
Yeah, I mean, so what do I get?
You get a picture.
Of the thing happening, or?
For sure of the character.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have 8 lifelines, I suppose, but
yes,
this will be difficult. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that could be the one of the flame ones. Let's go Flame Cannon. Does she also have the? Let's go Flower Spiral. Barrel Boom. Yeah. Swing Solo. Yeah. Fire Cyclone. What does he have indeed? I think she's the singing one, but I don't see like a sing thing in here. I see swing. Oh, what did I feel? Where did I feel in swing solo? Can we do? Let's put swing solo here for now. This is Dance of Hearts. Orbital Burst. X Stomp. Let me think. Where did I put swing solo? Oh, that was Luigi. Yeah, let's put him on Spin Tornado and then stop the time. Okay, then we count here.
So no room for error.
No, and like Flame Cannon and Fire Cyclone could be swapped around for Mario and Bowser. X Stomp, that's correct. The Barrel Boom, I think, is correct. The Flower Spiral is correct because that's the logo of Daisy. And then Dance of Hearts is correct. Probably Orbital Burst is correct as well. Because it's the Rosalina. So, do I go for 4 lifelines or do I want to... Okay, let me think about this. I mean, time is not an issue. Lifelines
For sure.
also not really. So I could definitely just do it, but I want to count out correctly. Spin Tornado might be correct, but I don't know. X Stomp correct. Dance of Hearts I know for sure. Those 2 are correct. Swing Solo, I guess that's the singing one, but who knows? Flower Spiral, Orbital Burst. Barrel Boom is probably correct. Let's just do 4 lifelines. Because I'm just not certain and I'm not going to risk it with this many lifelines.
So 4 lifelines will be used.
Yeah.
So some seconds will be subtracted. That's, as you said, not an issue.
The lifelines are more the issue, but also...
And you can go to checking. And the first one, we have Bowser here with Flame Cannon. So that one's correct.
Okay, then there's no risk anymore.
Then the next up, this is Daisy with the Flower Spiral.
Yeah, the logo's on her helmet as well.
Then we have Diddy with the Barrel Boom. Then you switch this one around, but this is in fact the Spin Tornado.
Okay.
Then we have the Fire Cyclone, also correct.
Mm-hmm.
There was no sing, but there was swing, which is also correct. So swing solo.
But it's jazz he sings, right? But whatever.
Then we have Dance of Hearts from Peach. You called that beforehand. Here we have the Orbital Burst,
Yeah.
which means that we have left with Yoshi the X Stomp. So they're all perfect, no lifelines were in fact needed. So you could have already won the game if you use none.
Yeah,
That makes this interesting.
Yeah, but knowing the names of these, I mean, at least I get the lifeline back, right?
You get a lifeline back, so that means you get a 5. And you have till a bit less than 300 seconds. And that's all left for the final round, the big finale. A great film is one that makes you feel something, that asks an important question and shows us a possible answer. This can transcend languages and borders and gives rise to its own category in the Academy, Best International Feature Film. This round celebrates some winners of this award through the years. For each film, the English name will be read and the poster will be seen on screen. And you have to tell me from what country they are.
Okay.
And the countries that you can choose from are Ireland, Denmark, United Kingdom, Brazil, Latvia, Germany, South Korea, Japan, and France. Are you a big Oscars guy?
I am, but the international film category is something that eludes me a bit, I'd say.
It's your blind spot.
Yeah, I think Latvia won last year with Flow, but I think Roma is in there. I think that's Brazilian, but...
All right. So once again, I will give you the name of the English name of the film.
Yeah.
And you will see a poster of it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
First one, I'm Still Here.
Oh, wait, that's Brazil.
Emilia Perez.
This one? What? France.
Flow.
Latvia.
Perfect Days.
Could be anything. Let's go with UK.
The Zone of Interest.
Oh, hold up. I just saw something. Can I switch the last one to Japan and let's go for Germany here?
All quiet on the Western Front.
This is no. Okay, wait. This is the German one, which I was expecting. Then let's put that other one at Denmark.
The Quiet Girl.
I can see. That's Irish. What I see, so Ireland.
Another round.
This is Denmark. So let's put that other one at the UK.
And Parasite.
That's South Korea. Stop the time. I am not considering going for content because I know people like that, but that's not for me. So I'm just going to count out, but probably still use all lifelines. Okay, Ireland, think that was Irish. Denmark, I know that's correct because that was with Mads Mikkelsen, of course. All Quiet on the Western Front, that was the German film. Haven't seen it, must be quite beautiful. Emilia Perez, that was from Studio Canal or something, so France. Sees Ireland, let me see, Ireland, I think Brazil's correct as well. Yeah. Let me just, okay, let's think about this. No, because now I want to know. Okay, Ireland correct, Denmark correct, think Brazil's correct, Latvia's correct, Germany's correct, South Korea's correct, France is correct, and the one where I said Japan had, I think, kanji on the poster, if I saw correctly. So then these should all be correct.
So are you using any lifeline?
Maybe the Irish one wasn't Irish and it's Wales or something. Who knows? I don't know my Irish. I'm sorry, Ronan.
Ooh. So.
Yeah.
I want to hear a number, Jorg.
I know. Correct.
But also do one for content.
One for content. Explain how it doesn't help. Certain of Brazil.
That's not a number, Jorg.
Do I dare? Let's just not use any lifelines.
You're not using any lifelines.
Sure.
You started this entire thing with...
I know, but I'm also like, it has to be correct.
So no lifelines. So now the people watching in the Abacus room are happy again.
They have something to watch for. I mean, they know the answers, right?
I think everyone thinks it's a trivial round. So.
Okay.
No lifelines.
No
We can go to
lifelines.
checking. First one. The first film we have is I'm Still Here, which is from Brazil. Then we have Emilia Perez from France. Then Flow, indeed, from Latvia, as you said. Perfect Days, that's from Japan.
Okay, yeah.
The Zone of Interest is from the UK.
Yeah.
All Quiet on the Western Front, that's from Germany. Invested Niks Neues.
Yeah, they're both about World War II, so...
Yeah. It's quite a big event, you know.
Yeah, there's also a German actress in Zone of Interest, so...
Then The Quiet Girl, that's Irish, so Ireland. Then we have another round from Denmark, which means that the last one, Parasite, is in fact from South Korea. So congratulations, Jorg. You've shown that you were a proud member of this committee.
Yeah, 2 perfect rounds and then still using 4 lifelines.
Yeah, you actually did not have to use any lifelines during your entire run.
Yeah, but I agree with all my lifeline usages.
So, how does it feel to win Smarter by the Second?
Good. Quite a good feeling. Was not that stressed beforehand, but you never know what round comes up.
So, but now you will get your gold award, but that's not everything.
Yeah.
You also have the participation.
The one
award.
you do it for, of course.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for participating and being part of Abacus. And now we will be back with our next contestant. And now I am joined by our second participant today, which is very well known to me, but maybe not to you. It's my own brother, Job. Welcome, Job.
Welcome. Thank you.
So, can you shortly introduce yourself to all the math people that do not know you?
Of course, especially for the math people. I was an industrial engineer here a couple years back, and I finished my bachelor's and my master's here. And I now work as a business intelligence consultant with actually my company where I worked for the bachelor's thesis.
Full circle again.
Exactly.
All right, so we invited you here because you're also a pub quizzer. So what would you say is your main category? Because you're now playing for history, is that your expertise?
I would say I very much complete normally Vincent, but of course since you and Jorg have joined our team, I need to less complete him. So I would say history and more general knowledge is my strong suit.
Well, and Vincent also participated in history.
Yes, sadly we also overlap quite a lot.
And this is also, you're not my first brother that participates here.
I see I'm not the favorite one.
Well, the other one from Interactief is a bit more well known among the math people. So do you want to beat him? Like, is there a rivalry?
I intend to beat him, but we will see, of
I
course.
think he made it to the third or fourth round.
As I have not really participated in any big studio quizzes yet, I will see how far I can get.
You were in weet ik veel, right?
Yes, but
Then
I
you lost
wasn't
to
in...
Patty Bart.
I try not to speak of that, but I was not in shot, as I'm now this time.
Okay, now all the cameras are on you. All right, we'll find out how you will do in the first round. Commitment is what transformed my promise into reality. These were the words spoken by Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War. Lincoln's courage, determination, and most importantly, his persistence made him one of the most well-known leaders of all time. Abraham Lincoln effectively characterized his time, just as many others characterized later in the 20th century. Here are then 9 quotes that characterized this century. I will give you the quote to tell me who said them.
All right.
So, the people you can choose from are Andy Warhol, Martin Luther King Jr., Winston Churchill, Margaret Thatcher, Albert Einstein, Cassius Clay, Benito Mussolini, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Mao Zedong. All right, familiar names?
Yes, yes.
Then good luck. First one. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Winston Churchill.
I never think of the future. It comes soon enough.
Andy Warhol.
We shall never surrender.
That was Winston Churchill, where I said Winston Churchill was Roosevelt.
There is no such thing as society.
Mao Zedong.
In the future, everybody will be world famous for 15 minutes.
Cassius Clay.
I am the greatest.
Cassius Clay. Where I said Cassius Clay, it would be Einstein for now.
The atom bomb is a paper tiger.
That would be Albert Einstein. Where I said Albert Einstein as a correct, that would be then Thatcher.
I have a dream.
That's Luther King.
Fascism is a religion. The 20th century will be known in history.
Mussolini. Stop the time.
So 5 correct answers needed. Do you think you got 5, or do you want to use any lifelines?
I would like to use one lifeline to be sure.
You can take your time to count your answers. There's no need to rush.
I have no clue. I didn't count if how many correct.
Okay, okay. All right, then one lifeline, so also 16 seconds, will be used. And then we can go to checking. First one, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. You corrected this to Roosevelt, which is correct. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. That was Albert Einstein, so here you will use your lifeline. We shall never surrender, that was in fact Churchill, so nicely done there. There's no such thing as society, that was said by Margaret Thatcher. In the future, everybody will be world famous for 15 minutes. That is Andy Warhol. Then I am the greatest, that was said by Cassius Clay. The atom bomb is a paper tiger, Mao Zedong. I have a dream is Martin Luther King, so that's your 5th correct answer. And lastly, fascism is a religion. The 20th century will be known in history as the century of fascism. That's Mussolini. So actually no need for the lifeline here, but you were on the safe side, so
close enough, yes.
And we move on to round number 2. On the 24th of June, 1896, the statue celebrating Vittorio Emanuele II was first inaugurated in Piazza Duomo in Milan. This statue celebrates Italy's history in becoming a united country. Similarly, many other statues around the world are made in the assemblies of famous historical figures. Here are then 9 of them. So you will see them on screen, a picture, and you have to tell me who you see here.
All right.
And the options are Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein again, Christopher Columbus, Winston Churchill again as well, Thomas Jefferson, Joan of Arc, John Paul II, Benjamin Franklin, and Alexander Hamilton. So this time I won't say a thing, you will see them on screen.
All right.
Good luck.
Lincoln. Churchill. Columbus. That is Albert Einstein. This would be Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, Joan of Arc, John Paul II, and Thomas Jefferson. Stop the time. I don't think I need any lifelines.
That was a quick one.
No.
Right, no lifelines. Again, 5 correct answers are needed. And we can go to checking. Then we have in the first picture, this is indeed Abe. Then next up, with the walking stick, that's Churchill. Third one, bit controversial, that's Columbus. Then we have Albert Einstein, followed by Benjamin Franklin. So that's your 5th one. To see if you have a perfect round, we have Alexander Hamilton. For the 7th one, this is Joan of Arc. And John Paul II, which means that the last one is also correct. That is Thomas Jefferson. So congrats, that means you also get your 5th lifeline back.
Nice.
And we move on to round number 3. Today is the 25th of June. On the 25th of June 2025, Smarter by the Second references his own iconic opening line for the purpose of introducing a round in this category history. Indeed, the opening of Smarter by the Second is one that remains always recognizable. The wonderful thing about this intro is that it allows for viewer participation and reveals some interesting facts about the day on which the episode is being broadcasted. In this round then, 9 events that took place on the 25th of June throughout history. So I will give a description of the event to tell me in what year on the 25th of June this happened.
All right.
And the years you can choose from are, in order, 524, 1530, 1788, 1910, 1943, 1947, 1950, 1991 and 2009. So I have a bit of a gimmick in a pub quiz team. Sometimes there's the question, this happened exactly this many years ago, and then you check the Wikipedia beforehand of that day. So did you do that for the 25th of June?
Sadly, no, as I don't know when this will be broadcasted, and I didn't know it would be on the 25th of June. Otherwise, I might have had a very big advantage today.
All right. So I will give a description. You tell me the year. Good luck. The Diary of Anne Frank is published.
1950.
At the Diet of Augsburg, the Augsburg Confession is presented to the Holy Roman Emperor by the Lutheran princes and electors of Germany.
1530.
The Korean War begins with the invasion of South Korea by North Korea.
1991.
The Franks are defeated by the Burgundians in the Battle of Vezerans.
The Franks are defeated. 524.
Michael Jackson, American singer-songwriter, producer, dancer and actor, dies.
2009.
Jews in the Czechoslovakia ghetto in Poland stage an uprising against the Nazis.
Czechoslovakia, you said?
Nee, Czechoslovakia. Like my Polish is not that good.
1933.
Virginia becomes the 10th state to ratify the United States Constitution.
1788.
The breakup of Yugoslavia begins when Slovenia and Croatia declare their independence from Yugoslavia.
1947.
The United States Congress passes the Mann Act, which prohibits interstate transport of women or girls for immoral purposes.
1910. 1991. Where I said 1991, that would be 1950. Where I said 1950, that would be 1910. Terribly sorry, stop the time.
So 6 answers need to be correct. You said before that years is not your strong point.
No. I would like to use 3 lifelines.
3 lifelines. So then you have 2 left, and that means then also 48 seconds will be subtracted. So you have a bit like a minute for the last round. Should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we can go to checking. First one, the Diary of Anne Frank is published. You think I switched this? You think I switched this around last second? This is 1947. So here you use a lifeline. Then at the Diet of Augsburg, the Augsburg Confession is presented to the Holy Roman Emperor. That's 1530, so that's correct. The Korean War begins with the invasion of South Korea. That's in 1950, also correct. Then the Franks are defeated in 524. Michael Jackson dies. That's in 2009. Then the Jews in Poland stage an uprising against the Nazis. That's in 1943. Virginia becomes the 10th state. That's 1788. Then the breakup of Yugoslavia. That's in 1991. And lastly, the United States Congress passes the Man Act, which prohibits interstate transport of women or girls for immoral purposes. That's 1910. So no lifelines were needed. Because you used 3, that means you get 1 back. But you did lose a lot of seconds that way.
Yes.
But you do manage to go on to the 4th round. In 1999, Brendan Fraser starred in the remake of The Mummy, a film that has since brought confusion about the role of Imhotep in the history of ancient Egypt for the less attentive viewers. In the film, Imhotep was the high priest of Osiris under the rule of Pharaoh Seti I. However, this got twisted in Imhotep being the king, which in turn had people wondering whether Imhotep was an actual ruler. In this round, 9 ancient figures that actually were rulers. I will give you a description, and you have to tell me which ruler I am describing. And the options you can choose from are Jimmu, Dionysius, Ramesses II, Leonidas I, Alexander III, Augustus, Gilgamesh, Attila, and Tarquinius Superbus. Familiar names?
Yes. Many familiar names I see.
All right. So we have 81 seconds, so if you want to use lifelines, we should hurry. And best of luck. First one. King of Sparta between...
Leonidas I.
First emperor of the Roman Empire.
Augustus Caesar.
Egyptian pharaoh. He was the third ruler,
Ramesses II.
also known as the Hun. He was the
Attila.
last of the 7 kings of Rome before it became a republic. Ruled between...
Tarquinius Superbus.
Widely regarded as the first emperor of Japan. His reign lasted...
Jimmu.
Most commonly known as the Great. He was a king...
Alexander III.
Historical king of the Sumerian city-state...
Gilgamesh. Dionysus. Stop the time.
Right, I said we had to be quick. I didn't know it was this quick. So, do you think you have 6 of them correct? You sounded very confident.
I am quite confident. I don't think I need any lifelines.
All right. So, you can mess up 3 of them. Then we can go to checking. First one, we have the king of Sparta in the 5th century BC. He famously led 300 Spartans in the battle. That is Leonidas. Then we have the founder of the Roman Empire. He reigned between 27 BC and 14 AD. That's Augustus. Next up, we have the Egyptian pharaoh. That's Ramesses II. Also known as the Hun. That's Attila the Hun. The last of the 7 kings of Rome. That's Superbus indeed, Tarquinius Superbus. Then the first emperor of Japan. It was in the 7th century BC. That's Jimmu. Then we have Alexander the Great from Macedonia. And then the historical king of the Sumerian city-state of Uruk, that's Gilgamesh. And the last question, was not even time for me to say anything about it. It's the tyrant of Syracuse, known for his cruelty, that's Dionysius. So, congrats, perfect round.
Thank you.
That means that we will see you next week as well.
Yes, thank you very much.
So, very well played, well played. And this means that we come to the end of the episode for today. But first, the viewer question. The answer this week is Waterloo. Congratulations to the winner. Thank you all for watching, and we hope you tune in next week to a new episode of Smarter by the Second.